Hey guys, this is Mrs. Lee, and if you've made it to this section, that means that you are ready to revise your claim. So it says on here, under directions, that you need to reread your 3 body paragraphs, you need to reread your original claim statement, and then now practice writing your claim statement 2 other ways, making sure each is supported by the body paragraphs you have written. Hit return a few times between each claim and label them claim number 1 and claim number 3 so you can, or claim number 2 and claim number 3 so you can see them clearly. What I want you to do right now is go ahead and pause the video and reread your 3 body paragraphs. Alright, so now that you've read your 3 body paragraphs, pay attention to what you said in body paragraphs 1 and 2. Because those are really going to drive revising your claim statement. Alright, if you look at this little sheet, I have on here the prompt, and then I give you the claim that we came up with originally, and then I give you some ideas for other ways to write your claim. So, the prompt is, are the mothers featured in Fish Cheeks in My Mother's Garden role models for the daughters? Why or why not? And then the claim that we came up with, most of us, says something like, the mothers in Fish Cheeks in My Mother's Garden are role models because of their understanding and bravery. So here's some very specific things that I want you to notice about this claim and that you have to include in the other ways that you're going to write the claim. You must answer the essay prompt, okay? So remember, the prompt's at the very top. You have to answer that question in your claim. 2, you must use the titles of the text. So yours should say Fish Cheeks and My Mother's Garden, no matter how you write it. And then 3, you must address what your evidence proves in your paragraphs. So here's what that means. If you're talking about the bravery of the mother in My Mother's Garden, then your evidence in body paragraph 2 should show the bravery of My Mother's Garden mother. It should not show like the sacrifices that she made for her kids. She did that well. Both of those are things she did, but the evidence needs to match what you're trying to say. So, my first idea to you is just make your words in your claim stronger. So, for example, remember this is our actual claim that we have so far, and the revised example, by making some words stronger, are saying the mothers in Fish Cheeks in My Mother's Garden embody character traits of role models because of their understanding of bravery. So I just added in something there. I used the word embody. We've used that in class. You can choose to use it that way. Number 2, adapt your character traits now that you have read your body paragraph. So this is what I'm talking about when you went back and reread your body paragraphs. And let's keep going with that example of maybe once you've read your body paragraph, you realize that the character trait you originally said in your claim is not what your evidence shows. So, for example, we could say, the mothers in Fish Cheeks in My Mother's Garden embody character traits of role models because of, and then remember my first character trait was understanding. I thought the mother of Fish Cheeks was understanding, but then let's say once I reread what evidence I actually used, I really showed that she was valuing culture. So I used the evidence that showed what she said about continuing to value her heritage, and I used the evidence that showed maybe your only shame is to have shame. And so then I really, instead of saying understanding, I would say she's really showing there she's valuing her culture. Or for My Mother's Garden, remember, I said that she was brave, but there was really only one piece of evidence that showed she was brave, and that was when the daughter was saying that she wasn't brave like her mother. And so maybe the evidence that I actually used showed how the mother really worked hard for her children, and in that way I would say that instead of bravery, she's showing sacrifice. Number 3, just try new things. Play around with the sentences. How can you make it stronger by changing the order of the words? Could you put the character traits at the beginning of the sentences? Could you just change the order? Try some different things and see which claim you like. When you're finished with revising your claims, and you'll put them right here as claim number 2, claim number 3, then what I want you to do is go back into your essay, reread your original claim. And if you need to take out your original claim and put either your claim number 2 or claim number 3 in because you think it's stronger, then that's what you should do. And then make sure you click update or hand in to your new claim. That way it saves that work.